Hi students, good morning to all of you. So my dear students, today we will discuss about the Human Development Report. The Human Development Report, it is been prepared and published by United Nations Development Program. So dear students, in our previous videos lectures, as I have explained to you about the developmental measurement of three states, they are such as Haryana, Kerala and Bihar. So in these comparisons of all these three states, first we took the concepts as well as the criteria called the per capita income, and in per capita income the Haryana, which is considered the most developed states in India. So here the per capita income is not at all a good criteria to measure the development status of the states. There is other criteria, that is such as the infant mortality rate, the literacy rate, and at the same time the net attendance ratio. So when we taken all these three criteria, according to these three criteria, here we analyze and we understood that Kerala proves to be the developed states among all the three states. They are such as Haryana, Kerala and Bihar. Why Kerala is developed? Because there is better health facilities, the literacy rate is high, and the school going children are more and more. And due to that, here it has been proved that Kerala is considered the most developed states in India. So apart from that, dear students, the nutrition scientists, they have taken another criteria, that is known as the body mass index. So that is also another criteria to measure the development ratio of the individuals, whether the individuals is undernourished or not. So apart from that, dear students, we have another criteria that is known as the Human Development Report as well as the Human Development Index. So according to this SDR, the United Development Nations Program, they have developed the SDR report, and according to this SDR report, it is been considered one of the best method to measure the development of the nations, so that as soon as the development concerns, we need to understand that we need to analyze the nations under the categories that is known as the living standards, which consider the per capita income, the health status, that is coming under the category of life expectancy, and at the same time the educational levels, which is known as the literacy rate. Under these three criteria, the SDR, which is comparing the country, that the country is developed or not. So dear students, here we understand that, or we understood that if the country wants to develop, then there should be proper living standards. It means that they should have better income, better per capita income, and at the same time life expectancy, which is very important to develop the nations, to develop the country, to develop the individuals. That is why the health status is very important here. So here, apart from that, we see the educational ratio, the literacy rate, which is very important to develop the nations. So if we want to develop our nations, then we need to make our nations very perfect in all these three areas, which is called the per capita income, which is coming under the category of living standards, and the health status, where we need to increase the public health facilities at a very cheaper rate, and we need to provide better medical facilities to the citizens, so that the citizens will have the better health status, better life expectancy, so that they will become the resource persons of the nations. And at the same time, we see the literacy rate. That means the education levels is very important. When the peoples are educated, once they have good educations, then they are the resource of the nations. So these three criteria which is very important to measure the development ratio as well as the development area of the nations. So dear students, here according to this SDR report, India is occupying 130 rank according to the SDR report in 2018. And here the human development reports which considers the public health facilities, the literacy rate or the educations, the poverty level, the inequality, and at the same time the environmental aspects to develop the human in the society. So here these are the criteria, these are the best method to measure the development of the nations. So dear students, according to this SDR report, when we have made the comparisons that Nepal, the neighboring country, is much better than India. So in order to develop the nations, we need to develop all the three criteria, which is very important. So dear students, as we are discussing about the human development report, and according to the human development report, as the data as well as the informations which has been published in 2017, so here we see that the human development report of India as well as its neighboring country. So students, here we see that when we see the per capita income, life expectancy as well as the school going children, and at the same times the SDI rank, then here the Sri Lanka, which is in better positions, their per capita income is better than India, Myanmar, Pakistan, Nepal as well as Bangladesh. And in terms of life expectancy also, here the Sri Lanka who are in top positions than India. And then in schooling of peoples who are at the age of 25, that is also in top. And in SDI rank also, Sri Lanka, which is in top positions than India. So here comparatively, dear students, Sri Lanka is better than India. So here we see the per capita income of India, and it is nearly 6,353, and the life expectancy as well as the health facilities, it is nearly 68.8. The schooling of peoples, it is only 6.4, and in SDI rank, India is having 130 its positions. And at the same time, we see the Myanmar, its per capita income is 5,567. The life expectancy is 66.7, and at the same time, the schooling of people is 4.9. The SDI rank is 148. Then let us see about Pakistan. Its per capita income is 5,331. The life expectancy is 66.6, and the schooling of people is 5.2, and at the same time we see the SDI rank, it is 150. And at the same time we see the Nepal, its per capita income is comparatively lower here, it is nearly 2,471, but the life expectancy, which is better than India. Just recently I was telling you that the Nepal and Bangladesh, though their per capita income is lower than India, but in life expectancy as well as in health facilities, they are much better than India. So here we see that the Nepal life expectancy is 70.6, the Bangladesh life expectancy is 72.8, so they are better than India. So dear students, the Nepal per capita income is 2,471, life expectancy is 70.6, the schooling is 4.9, the SDI rank is 149. At the same time we see the Bangladesh, its per capita income is 3,677, the life expectancy is 72.8, and at the same time the schooling of people, it is 5.8, and in SDI rank they are in 136 positions. So this is the Human Development Report which has been published in 2006, and according to its report we see that the Nepal as well as Bangladesh, though their per capita income is very lower here, but in terms of life expectancy they are much better than India. So dear students, this is the Human Development Report, and according to this report, as we analyze and we understood that we need to develop all these areas to develop the nations, because if we want to progress the nations, if we want to develop the nations, then all these criteria needs to improve. All these criteria has to develop. Then only the nation is going to develop. Then only the country is going to develop. Because according to these UNDP reports and as well as the SDR reports, we understood that the per capita income, the life expectancy, the literacy rate, the schooling of the children, all these factors which is very important. If we want to develop the nations, then all the following category, all the following criteria has to develop in order to develop the particular nations to achieve better economic growth in the society. So dear students, if we want to progress the nations, if we want to develop the nations, then we need to develop the literacy rate, the per capita income, the schooling of the children, the SDI rank, all these factors which is very important. So if we are developing all these factors, then the SDI rank is naturally going to improve, or its position is going to improve. So we need to develop all these factors to develop the nations. Thank you so much for this. So dear students, as we will continue with the sustainable development. So what is called sustainable development? Sustainable development means the development should take place without damaging the environment. So here, without damaging the environment, we should develop the nations, and at the same time the development in the present should not be compromised with the needs of the future generations. So what happens is, when we are trying to develop the nations, we are overutilizing the natural resources, and due to that the natural resources depletions is taking place in the society. Due to that we are losing all the natural resources, and at the same time it is causing environmental degradations. So how the environmental degradations happenings? Because my dear children, we are trying to develop the society, and when we are trying to develop the society, we are utilizing all the natural resources. They are such as the gold, the silver, the coal, the extractions of crude oil. So when all these natural resources are utilized for the growth of the human society, during that time the depletions are taking place in the society. Why the depletion is taking place? Because we are overutilizing the natural resources. So here we need to develop, or we need to adopt the sustainable development. That means without damaging the environment, we should give more importance to development concepts. So when we give more importance to development concepts, during that time we should not damage the environment here. So what we are doing, my dear children, when we are doing the mining activities, when we are taking the natural resources, we are overutilizing this. We are doing the minings, we are digging the mining sites. The mining sites is damaging the whole natural resources. We are clearing the forest. We are cutting down the trees by constructing the big cities, by having the multi-river dams, by having the big dams. So when we are doing all these things, during that time all the natural resources is destroyed here, and when we are destroying the natural resources, it is damaging the whole environment. We are thinking that we are presently developing the society, but we are affecting the needs of the future generations. So what we need to do, my dear students, we need to adopt the sustainable development, without hampering the needs of the future generations, we should develop the society. We should give more importance to the development concepts of the society. So dear students, as we see that when we are utilizing the natural resources, we are having industries, we are having multi-river projects, we are having dams. So and when all these factors are created in the society, it is causing lot of problems in the society. When the industries are made by utilizing the natural resources, during that time it is releasing the poisonous gas, and due to that the whole atmosphere is polluted, the air is polluted, the water is polluted, and at the same time the groundwater is polluted. The groundwater resources is having depletions, the crude oil is going to be exhausted. So all these problems the society is facing, all these are the challenges: the environmental degradations, the air pollutions, the water pollutions. All these are causing lot of difficulties to the human society. Because of air pollutions, water pollutions, we all are having so many diseases. So dear students, what we need to do? We need to have the sustainable development. We need to have the sustainable development so that environmental pollutions will not happen, so that environmental degradations will not happen, so that groundwater will not be having its depletions, so that the crude well will not be affected here very greatly. So according to the estimations, we see that the groundwater in certain states in India, they are such as UP, Bihar, Punjab. So we see the groundwater level is going down and down. Why? Because when we are creating the industries, the factory, during that time clearing forest, then there is no rain properly. The rainfall is very rare in the society. Due to that, the groundwater is very badly affected, and because of that, the whole environment is facing lot of problems here. So, and here it has been made the estimations that nearly 40% of water resources has been declined here, and according to that, it is been given the estimations that after 50 years, the natural resources as well as the crude oil, which is going to be exhausted. So what we need to do here under certain conditions, as we see that we need to develop the society, but we should take the development without damaging the environment. Then only the society is going to develop. Then only the whole environment is going to be nice, going to be well. If we are not taking the sustainable development, then we are going to face lot of problem in the society. So dear students, what is the strategy we need to adopt here to protect the whole environment? We need to take the sustainable development. And what is called sustainable development? Sustainable development means without damaging the earth, without damaging the natural resources, without compromising the future needs of these future generations, we need to develop the society. If we are having this sustainable development, then the society is going to develop. Thank you so much for listening to